All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another time with Miriam Wallin and Mr. Deon Adams. Today, thank you so much for being with us. Good day to you, Miriam. Good day to you, Mr. Nigel. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Deon. How are you doing today, sir?
Now we're really well, thanks.
Amen.
Just to let everybody else know that I'm now the face of this global discussion on mental health, also
Yes.
the spokesperson of it. Any questions can be directed mainly to myself or to Kevin or Miriam. And it's
Absolutely.
everything we're doing is based on charity for people
Yeah.
with mental illnesses, whether it's PTSD, whether it's sexual abuse, family problems or issues. You might be even in a relationship that's not working and you're just struggling at the moment. Sometimes we're good in one area of life and sometimes we might be struggling in another. Whether you're the CEO of a large company or the broom sweeper in the bottom of the closet, we all have the similar issues. Just that some of us hide it, because what happens is when there's different ways of approaching depression, either bury yourself in work so you don't think about anything but work instead of the depression you're sitting in, or you curl up in a ball and hide in the corner, or there's other barriers in between that. Some people cope with alcohol or drugs. Some people, there's all sorts of variants on that. Miriam, can you please relate to everybody your experience on how people cope with mental health?
I believe it's quite important to find back to who you are and start to love yourself. We all do the best in all situations we have in our life and want to do the best they can wherever they are. So to find back to yourself and start to love yourself so you don't hide yourself. All of us have different kind of personality, different kind of structure within ourselves, based on our background, based on our family history, based on old paradigm. But it's important to see which different kind of personality do we have within ourselves, and how can we understand them, and how can we learn from them and understand why they are with ourselves. Mostly are there to protect yourself, and sometimes we don't understand why and how we can act and to become the best version of ourselves. So we start to hide ourselves and we start to have you with different kinds, like your addiction, for example, or you start to have mental illness problems as well. And it's quite a normal process as well. But we need to see, find the root why we are the way we are and what can we learn from our history. So we can create the person and the life we want to have in our life. It's always a reason why things happen in life. It's also a gift in everything. But we need to see how we can understand it and how can we learn from our history to become a better version or a different person of ourselves. So that is why we have that, to help each other to find back to our life we want to have so we can create the life we want to have.
I love it. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, if you're just joining us, we're here on Global Discussion on Mental Health and Illness and Solutions with some of the experts from around the globe here. We have Miriam Wallin again, and also Mr. Deon Adams here from Australia and from from Norway as well, ladies and gentlemen. So we're here on a global initiative. Back to you, Mr. Adams.
It's really important that we give people skills and abilities to cope when things come out of the blue. One of
Yes,
the
sir.
biggest things I learned from someone not that long ago is if you come across, say, a car accident or someone that's all of a sudden had a big shock, if you get them to sit quietly, we're all going to do this, Miriam, Kevin, we're all going to do this. So you
Okay.
get your hands, you cup your hands underneath your kneecaps. So everybody that's watching this, just cup your hands under your kneecaps and close your eyes
Mm-hmm.
and just focus on letting go anything that's in your field or anything that's in your mind. Just imagine it sort of going out of your soles of your feet into Mother Earth. Anything from the past traumas or any trauma that you might have just encountered, whether it's an accident, you might have witnessed something horrendous, or you might have just gone through something horrendous. Now, the further you, then just breathe gently. Just slow your breath down. Slow your breath down. Slow it down. Don't try and influence or change it. Just allow it to settle. Just allow it to settle. Imagine all your sorrows, all the traumas have just washed out of the soles of your feet. And just breathe and let it go. Allow it to just wash away. Nashet nuk. Fariketet et nuk nashen at. Mashutukanet. Just allow it to let go. What you just heard was me channeling the shamans that I channel. It's called light language. You do not have to understand the words, just as the intention is pure and it's the energy and vibration behind it. Because it is my intention to help people heal from mental health, because I've had years of it. I've lived it. I know what it's like, and so has Miriam. So keep just breathing and letting it go. Miriam and Kevin, anything you've had in your own life that you want to just let it shift. All the distant, maybe it might be in your personal relationships with your children or your partner or a loved one. It might be even someone you work with that's agitated you and upset you at some point. Just allow that sort of emotion, that feeling, that agitation, just to release. Just let it go. And anybody that's watching this or listening to this, all you're doing is cupping your hands under your kneecaps. This is an NLP technique, neuro-linguistic programming. So you're just allowing it to wash out of the soles of your feet. And it's really a good idea that you just don't have shoes on. So Miriam or Kevin, can you please just slip your shoes off if that's possible? I'll just push mine off my feet because I wear shoes that I can push off my feet. And
Yeah,
now I've got my bare feet on the ground. And then just come back to putting your hands under your kneecaps again. Close your eyes and just focus on anything you need to let go of, let it go. Even something that you unconsciously have got that's sitting there, that you're wearing like an old dressing gown and slippers. Let that emotion, that thing you've been wearing with pride, that pain, that sadness, that guilt or whatever it is you're hanging on to, just keep allowing it to shift out of the soles of your feet. And just gradually, you can just release your hands from under your kneecaps. Just come back into your body. Come back into your body now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in your body, wide awake in every way. Feeling more relieved, more stress-free now that you're free of that. Because the events can still be there, but the emotional attachments, once removed, then you're not giving it power, or you're not giving your power away to it anymore.
Right.
These simple techniques like that Miriam and I will go through each week. And tonight, Miriam has a meditation that I've created, but she's now going to either speak it or play it. It's up to you, Miriam, whichever way you choose.
Yeah, I can have it. We want to have me meditation right now. Yeah.
If you want music behind it, just let me know.
Yes, please. If you have that, it would be lovely.
Okay, so how can I do this? Pardon me. Go share. Okay. Send request. Kevin, can you please allow us to share both Miriam and I?
Yes.
Okay, share. Continue. Okay.
You got it.
Miriam, all you do with this, you go to share, you go to advanced, you go to computer audio, then there's a down arrow, you change it to stereo, then share. So what I will do now is play music.
Sure.
Okay. And all you do is you leave it on your current settings in the audio stuff that's in the screen, and I'll just put some music on. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to hear is they're called binaural beats. And I'm going to play this while Miriam's speaking the meditation that I sent her, because there's other things I've created over the last couple of years. And as we said last week, if you all send poems in, any ones that haven't sent poems in, gradually over time, we're going to create an album And that album and any money that's going to be donated to that is going to go back into the charity.
Mhm.
Yeah, and today I would think about confidence. Have authentic confidence. Have confidence in life. Something more than aspire to. That is what the meditation is about. Confidence means not caring what other people think about you. When you're confident, it means that you know what you're doing, but not what you are now and for still time. Every situation in our life, but that's a complete fine. Need confidence. Confidence is wrong. True confidence is the created the decision you make in your own life, the person you want to be, all around. Not something that anyone is born with. We all know that is one in their inner life and feel confident, know what we are doing, what care is wrong, what is best for us. We can fix every arena in our life. Everything is we make, conscious choice we make. No one is complete confidence in our life, but we can all learn much more confident. We are just like we can play gaming, learn how to play this, how can we become the best version of ourselves in line with the person we are. So when you have this confidence in yourself, it can be through you, you're authentic. You feel that we can't lose our confidence, so we can lose our authenticity. And that is why we need so these meditations can help you become much help us be more fully within ourselves. So all is human, we have it within yourself. We need to push our boundaries, learn from our experience, so we can learn something new and make it new, so don't make any new mistakes. The difference is that we have a mindset, confidence within ourselves. So we can carry on and learn to how we can be the best version of ourselves. I want you to remember before you start with meditation, what can help you to walk toward what part of you could be a better version of yourself, and what can you learn from your life to be much more confident? You know, when we start to learn something new, we all fall in start. No one can everything from when a small baby. We all grow up and we learn a new skill set to be confident until we have this experience in our life. No baby just stands up and walk. They have a learning to be walking first, to learn to speak, and make things wrong, to be able to create something new. And the same in all life. We need to see how we want to become and to see that as part of the journey as well. That all these challenges we have in our life, that are part of our journey to become the best version of ourselves, create the future we want to have. Yeah. So if you are confident to choose this story, that is, you need to change now to become this person. So before this place, I just want to feel much more relaxed. Take a deep breath. Put your shoulder down. Breathe in with your nose and out with your mouth. And with every single step, feel much more. And feel your lungs relaxing in every breath you take. Relax more and more. And as you allow yourself to relax from the top of your head into your shoes and your toes. Relax your forehead, your eyes, relax your nose, your mouth, your face, your shoulders, and keep breathing and through your nose. And hold it. And when we breathe out, feel your body relax more and more. And you can feel you are completely relaxed and feel complete authentic confidence. And I want you to go by your history. When you have eyes closed, let's make a journey back in the past. Then you get back in the past. I want you to go all the way back. As you go back, I want you to hold on the feeling of trying to be someone else. I want you to hold on to the feeling of not looking bad. I want you to hold on to the feeling of not wanting to fail. I want you to notice the same feeling as you're trying to please somebody, trying to do this thing at the right time for the first place. And hold on to this feeling of not making a mistake. As you float back in time, I want you to notice when you're feeling that's unnecessary in your memory. Go back in time where you can't access a memory anymore. And maybe a memory back then, good thing. It was a time when you had no memory. You were starting out. And conscious really only starts at 7, 8, but our unconscious memory is much, much earlier than that. But it's just not in your head anymore. You did learn to walk. When you were 2 or 3, you still remember how to do that, right? Just like in you ride a bike. Your score. So go back into then, you no longer can access this feeling. The feeling is a body of your language. And when you are there, and all the way back, you can't access this feeling. You're just you. You are just this baby. Just this little small child who didn't really care because you didn't know other way. You didn't know how it was to do it. So just learn to be this person. Just be this little baby with no experience. And there are some amazing people who look up to and think you're super confident. We have some actors, some musicians and sport players. You might think of someone like Michael Jordan. I promise, he started playing basketball when he made mistakes. He wasn't perfect. I can promise. But he didn't give up. He didn't just say that I'm just not so good at this or I'm not so confident. Sure, he made many errors. He was musicians. You might think someone like Beyonce. She's pretty talented, but I'm certainly that she was learning to be as good as she is. Many mistakes to learning dance and moves on songs. People in business like Steve Jobs, he failed so bad that he kicked out of his own company. The point is that human, there is no way for you to avoid failure. And this young version of you, you always know that, didn't you? So are you back there? I want you to move forward in your life until you get to a point that you can feel that feeling of wanting to please others, to fit into, look silly. I want you to find a place. It doesn't have to be a perfect place. Just find a place. And when you are there, you are there. You have a place where just you will start to feel these feelings of, I don't know what to do. I just know I want to do this. So embraced. I don't want to look bad. All this time, and when you do decide to be authentic and try to not fail. And as you sit there, as you listen to my voice, and you are remembering this time, I want you to pull in all the wisdom of the people that you aspire to be and know that there's no way for them to be as successful they are without failing or not being good in certain things. And you pull all this wisdom and the way back, then I want you to put a smile on your face. And I want notice that failure doesn't equal death. You do not have to be good at everything. You see, a fish could swim, a monkey should climb on the trees, the bird should fly. If a bird judges the ability to swim, or a fish to climb on the trees, they won't be successful. But it's not this bird or this fish to try to be anything other than that they are.
Mm-hmm.
Or can they just allow themselves to smile or say, I'm not as that good? You see, as they're in this place, put a smile on face. In nature, apple tree can only grow into apple tree. As much as try to be an oak tree, it's going to be an apple tree. There's no way around this. So you can't back that I want you, that you have talents. You have a complete genius. You're here for a reason. You might not feel like you found something yet, but they're okay. Some of us most famous people in this planet didn't find the true genius until they was 60, 70, 80, or 90 years old. So don't worry. Life isn't a race. It's not really winning dies first. It's not the race. So if you're back there, I want you to pull in all this knowledge, and I want you to put a smile on your face, and I want you to watch yourself with thought experience, but I want you to feel different.
Mm-hmm.
Feel different as you didn't get the first time you walk up to someone the first opposite sex, or the first time that you speak in front of the crowd. I want you to feel okay with not getting the right the first time. And as you do that, I want you to notice that as soon you do that, don't care, it doesn't matter how you feel.
Right.
No everyone laughing with you because you didn't get it right. I want you to notice that the only way for you to get better was to push yourself outside your comfort zone. Was great thing to do. Smile to yourself as you do that. And as you do that, I want you to project the most confident image of yourself you can be. And look at yourself in the mirror right now. And as you look at the mirror, I want you to look at the most confident version of yourself. The version of you that is relaxed, free-flowing, that doesn't matter whatever you did not success or have everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being in the moment.
Right.
It's about being good at some things and bad on other things, and learn of others. It's about enjoyment. It's about being who you are right now. Nothing more, nothing less. Being you to the full. And allow yourself to grow up with this new image, with this new body. Allow yourself to grow older from all the way back then. Walk yourself toward your life confidently. Walk yourself toward your new life, knowing that you are you. You don't need to be anyone else. Please anyone else or do anything else, because there is no point. The oak tree trying to be an apple tree is never going to happen. The only person you can be as you, and you can do that confidently with authenticity, and you can walk toward your life. Feeling great, stand tall, shoulders back, with a big smile. Also go thought and notice that you don't have get everything right, but that's okay. Notice that just you to be you. Notice that you get the true you, and we're vulnerable, and that people love it. And come right out today. Let's go out to the future. Let's go out to the future. Feel what you want to be, to somebody that just doesn't give anything about what others think or them, because they know that you are and that what you want to be. And that's cool. Notice what it is to be in the future. Being someone who can make a mistake and smile and say, I will learn from it. Notice what it's like to be somebody in the future who does new things and grow and learns from experience, and they're completely okay. The others are better than them and things. Notice what it's like to be the person in the future. Because as you notice that, I want you to notice what it's like to be this you. Do that. I feel good, doesn't it? How it does feel for you. And allow yourself to come back to now, back into your body, back into your present. When you are ready, can you open your eyes and we can see and feel yourself being complete, confident, present, and authentic self. Have a wonderful day.
Wow.
Miriam, would you like to relay to everyone what the intention was behind that?
I believe it's so easy that we lose ourselves behind some mask to pretend to be someone else. We're not, because we learn to, it's not allowed to be sad. We're not allowed to show our mistake in life. It's not allowed to be our authentic self. So it's so important to find back to that you are enough the way you are. You're perfect the way. You don't need to be someone else. You can't be someone else than our true best version of ourselves. So to be you true to yourself, you are more worthy the way you are, to create connection with yourself, to see that you have the power in your hand to be the best version of yourself, and you can use all the past experience in the future as well to create something new and to create the person you want to become.
What's the purpose of that, Miriam?
I believe that is something what you love to do. That is so important to see what you want to do and to become this person. That it's the individual things as well. And it's mostly related to joy, happiness, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what kind of things do you have more in your life.
Also, just to remember, in case people that aren't aware of it, the human soul moves away from pain and towards pleasure.
Mm.
But also the unconscious mind is trainable. If it experiences something more than 3 times, I did mention this last week, but for anybody that's new onto our calls, I will repeat this each week, because the unconscious mind needs clear instruction. So be very mindful of what you say, what you be and do. Because even if you're unconsciously thinking about something about yourself or someone else, they will come into your field of awareness through your unconscious thoughts. And sometimes unconsciously, we're playing this story out that we might even be really fully aware of, because it might have been something handed down, or it could have been something that you've blocked because of a trauma that you've been in. Miriam, would you agree?
Absolutely. We have a reason why we act the way we do. That's the reason everyone do the best they can in every situation they have in life. But it's important to be honest for yourself and see that how can we create something new, and how can we forgive ourselves? How can we be true to self and see the reason why we are the person we are? So to find back to our authentic self and forgive ourselves so we can create something new.
Miriam, have you got any other simple techniques that we can give someone tonight?
For my own part, I believe you need to find a way or to give you peace in your mind. For my own part, I love the forest walk. I love to have my morning routines. I love to have my yoga experience in the morning, have my body trained. Not even if I'm not so super well fit, but I like to be in a good communication with myself because I feel free for myself and have the energy I need in a daily time. And to be outside in the forest, in the silence around me, to be grounded, to have connection with God, have connection with creation around me, and with my inner self, my inner soul, and who I am, my inner light. To find a space within yourself where you can be your true you. It's really important.
Wow. There is another simple technique that can be used, especially if you're a bit stressed before you go to sleep at night. You put your thumbs underneath your earlobes and you roll your forefinger over. Miriam, please do this as well. So put your thumb underneath your earlobes, both hands, And then if you're holding the phone, just do one. Okay. And then just roll your forefinger over your earlobe. Then you'll find you'll just all of a sudden just feel more deeper and deep. That's a good thing if you're a bit stressed and you have trouble going to sleep of an evening. Just put your thumbs underneath your earlobes and just roll your forefinger over the earlobe. You just keep doing that, and you'll find yourself, because they're acupressure points. How do I know that? Because I worked with a Chinese acupuncturist for about 2 years.
Right. Wow.
Because we have all meridian points around the earlobe for different parts of the body. But to get you relaxed, you just thumbs underneath the earlobes and just roll your fingers over the earlobe. And if you do that for about 5 minutes when you get into bed of an evening, if you're someone that struggles to get to sleep, they will put you straight to sleep like a baby.
Wow. That's incredible, Deon. Miriam, wow.
But there's simple techniques that anybody can do.
Yeah.
Even if you're at work and someone's giving you the shits, and if you're really stressed, you just, even if you go and sit in the loo, or depending on toilet, whatever you like to call it, so just do that. And if someone's really stressed you out,
right?
Like, I'll give you an example. Where I was running a large electrical retail store. Every time we'd have the managers meeting with the owners, one of them in particular, he wasn't a very pleasant human being. And what I had to do, sometimes I had to step away out of the meeting. I would go downstairs and I would just do that for a couple of minutes, then go back up again. Then I would communicate to this person and his father and uncle what I felt was necessary to move us forward in the company. But if I hadn't done that, I would have just lost it.
Right. Yeah.
What I mean by lost it, I would have just let it. I wouldn't have been very pleasant.
Yeah.
So I went outside a bit, relaxed by doing that with the earlobes. It's very simple. There is also, I just remove my headphones for a minute. All you do is you put your hands on top of your head and you roll the earlobe down. You just keep doing that. And that connects to other meridians that are in the top part of your ear.
Wow. That's a good one there too as well, Deon.
And there's Miriam's meditation.
Yeah.
If anybody would like the meditation in a MP3 format, we're asking for a $15 donation towards our charity, which is for global mental health and awareness. And that money would then go in towards the charity, whether it's shirts like this shirt I have on, my nice quiet shirt.
Yeah. I love it.
We're going to get shirts like this design, and sewn onto the back of these is the word, "This shirt creates conversation." And these were originally designed for mental health in the building industry. Because here in Australia, mental health is crap. It's not supported great. I don't think it's supported anywhere. Miriam and Kevin, is mental health supported in your countries properly?
Yes, we have that, but I believe that in global crisis, with all countries around the globe have the same issue. We don't talk with each other. We don't have so much mental health issue, and the government, whatever. Even though I live in Norway, we have quite well planned, but it can't help everyone. So many people struggling, so many people need help with anxiety, depression, all side. We have a lot of issues around us, and so it's so important to find a space where we can help each other to find a better solution to overcome all this difficulty in life. So to have a platform where everyone is open for everyone, it's so important. So I believe that is something we need wherever you come from, in the globe.
Kevin, is mental health supported properly in the United States?
What I wanted to tell you both there is I worked for the state of Georgia for the mental health department, if you will, as a quality engineer and patient safety engineer there, and also at two hospitals. And all I can tell you is that they had the doctors and the professionals there, but most of the time, Deon and Miriam, they would have a regimen of prescriptions, if you will, or drugs for the mental health department. So they were controlling or doing things in that capacity only. And I just was responsible for making sure they complied to all the procedures and the proper patient care that you're supposed to give that patient. But I never saw the goal to get them out of there, to get them away from that, from the drugs.
Unfortunately, the way things are structured currently here in Australia, and I think in the US, for what you've just indicated,
Yeah,
that it's based on medication, not getting to the gestalt or the root cause of what's really caused the mental illness in the first place.
right.
Whether it's sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse from like a destructive marriage,
Yeah,
or you might have been a family member, you might have sexually abused the
right.
person,
Yep.
whether it's male or female. It's not just restricted to women.
Right.
But there's not enough emphasis on to get to the root cause of it or the
Right.
gestalt the problem, because
Yeah.
it's too much emphasis on the drugs, not
Yes.
on the problem. And
Right.
it's not a problem. There's a solution for everything.
Right.
We are not broken. We
Yeah.
don't need fixing. All
Right.
it is, we need someone to guide us through so we can release the emotional attachment to those events. So
Right.
you're not giving the power away to that event or the
Right.
emotions or the beliefs that are wrapped
Yeah.
around it. Miriam,
Yeah.
would you agree with that? Or have you got anything to add to that?
Yeah, I believe that's all the reason why you get mental ill as well. And I believe it's important to see that like a normal flu. We all have a flu in life. It's
Yeah.
nothing strange with that. And the same with or mental, it's always a reason why. If you get abused a whole life, of course you get some anxiety in the future to have a new relationship, for example, or depression, because you can relate or
Excuse me.
have been abused. So to see that like a normal reaction in your life, and how can you sort it
Yeah.
out, learn from it, and how can you change yourself to become the best person for yourself, because you're not broken. It's the reason why we do and have this experience in life, and that is everything, and we can learn from our life history. So to see that like a normal step as well. Everyone have mental issue in life. I believe 90% of everyone have some time in life, some difficulties in life in mental
Right.
health.
Yeah, absolutely. Deon and Miriam, I was just thinking about when I worked for the state of Georgia, they literally had to set up some rooms, a specific room just for meditation, specifically for the doctors and the nurses. So a place they could go to just for what the things you're talking about today. Didn't use any drugs, of course, but just the place to chill out or to rest or to rethink, why they're there. It was just basically a safety room, if you will, and that was amazing. So those are the things that really,
In
really.
our is the history in psychiatrist, how we help the patients. That was with, for example, with farmers. They helped with horses or with cows, so they have
Yeah.
some daytime. And that was two reasons behind that. For you to self have this connection from the sick, from the society, and the society from the people, so you can be safe in both places. After a while, we changed our history behind. We changed our perspective. We want to have the sickness, the people mental health issues into the society, and the people move into the society. They feel overwhelmed, or they feel they don't fit into this place because most of them, maybe they talk by themselves, they have another behavior, and the people who live there, so they feel that they was not accepted. And
Yeah.
the distance was even increased. Instead to be a better place for them, it could be had a composite. So it ended up with a lot of people make much more suicide. They make a lot much more feel much more depression and anxiety. Instead to be included in the society, they feel mismatched.
Right.
We have today all around the globe, we should save money, and that resource that people can't have a treatment. So it's much more easy to get the pill to get healthy, instead to see that take time for yourself. What do you want to create in your life, and how can we help you with the root case instead? Like Deon said, we have a reason why we have this issue in life. That
Right.
is abuse, or if that is a reason for past experience from your family history, was a little kid when you grew up in school. That's the reason why we have these kind of things in life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just solve it just with the peers. I don't think there's the only reason, only solution. You need to go behind it. What can we learn from it, and how
Right.
can something differently, and how can we help us as well, and how can we be
Yeah.
the best? Because you're so much more worth than part of you who don't right now, where you have the issues with, and to see
Right.
that it's a perfect order and it's always something good in it.
Yeah. You know, Deon and Miriam, while you were talking, I was just thinking about two of the barriers, at least my observation here in the States, is first of all, people don't have, can't afford the professional. They don't have insurance or enough insurance to provide, for the professional like yourself to go see on a regular basis. They may be able to go one time, but they can't stay, for weeks. They can't stay with you for weeks. And the other thing, the other area is having the number of professionals that can handle the load. There's a big load, but not enough professionals that know what they're doing in this area.
Yeah, of
What
course.
about other problem is that people go to these professionals
Yeah.
and
They're
they
certified.
go to the session and they go, bing, your time's up, go and pay at the counter, come back they've
Right.
not even got into the root cause of what's going on. Next
Right.
minute they're on more drugs, they're on more alcohol, they've
Yep.
given up even more because they're taken deep into the trauma without really getting to the root cause of what's really going on.
Right.
They end up worse off. Like
Yeah.
some of my clients have been going to trauma coaches. I'm not criticizing trauma coaches.
Right.
It's just that they, unfortunately, the way they've been taught,
Right.
don't get to the root cause before the end of the session.
Right.
And therefore, instead of putting them in a safe container until they get to the next,
Right.
I've had to go through weeks and months of,
Right.
especially people that have had sexual abuse. You get them to the point where they're comfortable and they start to build rapport.
Right. Right.
But you can't, I'm not criticizing anybody in the medical fraternity. I
Right.
would like to see a lot of the counselors and stuff learn the same sort of work that Miriam and I do,
Right.
because you do get to the root cause
Right.
and you do put them into a safe container where they feel comfortable.
Right.
Because it's not about you, it's about it's the person and helping them step out of that sadness and grief. It is
Right.
never about you.
Right.
Because if you start thinking it's about you, that's your ego that's playing out. And
Yeah.
ego, if you break it down, edging got out. And it's important to move forward that what is really going on is
Right.
it's all about control and manipulation and the big pharma companies
Yeah.
using drugs to manipulate people.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Quite often, you don't need the drugs.
That's right.
Because I've read an article not that long ago that talked about a guy that came from Africa. And there was a young guy that had a few mental health issues from Africa. Now, that young man ended up going to university and becoming a doctor. But because the guy that was, I think his name was Meloderma, he went into a lot of the mental health institutes in America and did a lot of trials and discoveries. I can't remember the exact name. I've got the paperwork somewhere. But his name was Meloderma. And he actually, that young gentleman actually ended up going back to Africa and then helped his whole village. Because what they discovered, people that they thought were bipolar or some sort of manic things like that, they were actually really intuitive. They were actually reading things in the field, just that was misunderstood.
Right. Right. Well, also too, Miriam and Brother Deon, I found out that sometimes even the coach or the professional, they have their own issues that they're not dealing with.
Exactly. On saying that, I've proven that in the last 2 weeks. Something came up about someone in my own life. I'm not going to mention what it was all about, but that really brought it up in my own mind that they hadn't really dealt with something in particular.
And I believe that it's quite important to see that you said that we all have this weakness or have the feeling that they need someone else around us. And that is not a part of a weakness, that is a strength we have. Because if you should be able to be the best version of yourself or the person you want to become, you need to be open and see that you also need someone with beside you, someone you can rely on, someone you can talk with when things are hard in your life. And that is can be harsh. It can be quite hard for everyone in this life to see and to take everything in your daily life. So to have someone around you, someone who can help you, to support you is quite important.
Yeah.
And I would say that in the early stage, it's so much more easier to change our mindset as well. To have good friends, have people around us who support us is so important.
Yeah.
And then I have seen that sometimes we need to have these drugs and sometimes we need something else. It's fine. But the most important is to see who are you and how can we help you and have someone around you. And we are here to support you. We are here to be with you. And if you need to, or help, so just reach out to us. We are here for you. So we have been help, we have experience to help people. We have know what it is to have different things in life as well. We're all humans. So we know how it can be to be this side of the globe as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Miriam. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, I want to do a quick commercial break here because we do have Deon Dean Adams from Australia. He's live right now. We're live right now. He's a transformational coach, speaker, musician, and author. He is certified in the area as we talk about global discussion on mental health, illness, and solutions. And we have the awesome Miriam Wallin from Norway. She's a certified life coach as well, ladies and gentlemen, so you know who you're talking or listening to today. She's also an author and a speaker and a wonderful person that can help us each and every day, guys. I love it. Thank you so much for this wonderful time. Back to you, Brother Deon. Amazing.
And it's really, life doesn't have to be as difficult as you make it. People
Right.
are dying longer, they're not living longer.
Right.
You can either choose to create hell on earth or heaven on earth. It's just it comes back to choice.
Yeah.
Because with a lot of my clients, I've been doing this thing where I get them to make conscious decisions about everything they do.
Yeah.
Whether it's an addiction, especially addictions, like you could be addicted to sugar, you could be addicted to alcohol or porn, heroin. And the funny part about it is statistically proven that heroin and porn have the same addictive level. Because what
Wow.
it is, it's that orgasmic feeling at the end or that euphoric feeling. Because heroin and porn have the same addiction.
Wow.
They
Wow.
have the same power over people. But because what
Wow.
you're doing, you're trying to fill a void.
Right.
It's that sort of void that you're trying to fill with those drugs,
Yeah.
whether it's, why not just fill it with loving yourself? Why not just fill it with beautiful meditations and music? You
Yeah.
don't have to have a guided meditation. You could be something that enjoys cooking. Like cooking's my happy place.
Yeah.
Miriam, what do you find apart from a guided meditation that you find is meditative? Is it horse riding? Is it with being with the dog? What is it?
Yeah,
Is it walking in the forest?
my friends to have a cup of chocolate or have a cup of coffee with my closest one, just be spend time with them. I love that. With my kids, I find joy with my dogs, like you said, so I have a nice walk with them. Have small thing in daily life. See the sunshine outside, see the water, see something. I love the water, so if I'm sad, I mostly went to the water, so I feel happiness and to see the life in the end. And I love to drive, so I mostly take a drive by myself with high music and just to feel relaxed. It's my way to go.
Yeah.
Be back. And we need to have spaces where we can find the power back to find back to ourselves. So that is what I'm doing.
Kevin, what have you been doing in your own life to get you to relax and to stop you from being stressed?
Yeah, Deon and Miriam, one of the best ones is I love to ride my bike. I love just taking my bike out and riding around the city here. We have a lot of sidewalks, so I'm able to go a long distance on my bicycle. So that's one way. And then walking is the second. And then probably the third one would be just working as an educator. I love to teach, so I do a lot of consulting as well. I love helping people get to the next level, whether it's in business or professionally as well. Those are the three areas.
And for myself, I walk for an hour
Yeah.
nearly every day, and I've been doing that for 4 years.
That's great. Wow.
and now I've adopted a dog,
Yeah. Yeah.
a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
I
But
love
anyway,
it.
I'm going through the process. I've applied to adopt this beautiful little dog.
Yeah.
I can't say any more than that about it. But when I go for my walk, I take my flute, because I play the Native American flute, which my mentor, Walter Smith, who is a master flute player and played on stage at many places.
Wow. That's great. Yeah.
And also, but I take my camera because I love taking photographs.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And those of you that don't know me, I was blind not that long ago. I couldn't see the hand in front of my face.
Wow.
3.5 years ago, I regained the central vision in my left eye. So now I've become obsessed with taking photos. The ones I still have trouble seeing in some areas, but if I get really tired, things get a bit fuzzy.
Right.
I'm just happy to have that vision. At least I can see the hand in front of my face.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
the thing is, go and sit quietly somewhere. But anybody that's listening to this tonight, and Miriam and Kevin, I want you to try this as well for the next week. Find somewhere that's quiet. And I don't want you to listen to music or anything else. Just sit in silence.
Okay.
Sometimes I found it difficult to start because my mind's very busy. And so people are mindful, but their mind's full of, I've got to go shopping, got to take the kids to school, I've got to buy my fruit and veg, got to do this, got to that. But instead of being mindful of what you're doing, you've got this mindful of crap. There's a really funny cartoon that I come across once. There's a horse just drinking out of a lake, and there's a guy that's the rider's got all this stuff buzzing over his head, mindful of got to pick the kids up, got to take them here, got to go to the bank. The horse is just having a great day and just drinking out of a lake, and he's just full of fun. But so it's practicing mindfulness.
Right. In the moment, as you've told us, in the moment.
Yeah. And it's just finding somewhere quiet. I like go and sit by the water.
Yeah.
If I have the opportunity to go for a bushwalk, I'll just sit quietly under a tree somewhere.
Yeah.
And in saying that, grounding is super important, especially in the times we're living in now. Even if you take your shoes and socks off and stand on the grass, if you've got grassed area.
I love it.
Every town has a local park.
Right. That's right.
Miriam's in the sort of country areas, but you've got plenty of trees.
Yes. Yeah, the winter season, but we
find. You just go out and just hold the branch and just allow, and just say to yourself, I release anything negatively into Mother Earth through this beautiful tree. And just allow it to just dissipate into the earth.
Yeah.
I have a practice. My daily routine as I get up, I'm usually up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Yes, I'm nuts. But most of my clients are in that early hours of the morning because they're in America and Canada and places like that. So I go out on the grass. I have my hands out in the open-hearted position, and I call in. I give thanks and gratitude to start with, and then I set that intention for the day. Right. This is for next week's meditation is about intentions.
Yeah.
So anybody that's listening tonight, or might listen to this as a replay, each week we can have a theme.
Yeah.
Tonight's was about what, Miriam? What was tonight's theme again?
Trust and confidence.
Yeah. So next week it's about your intentions, your daily intentions. And then when I give gratitude and thanks.
Yeah.
There's other practices I do, but it's not really relevant here tonight.
Right.
But the main thing is I set an intention every day that I'm going to be the best version of myself.
Right.
And I'm going to give respect and hold space for every client or person that stands in front of me. Right. Even this afternoon, my sister and I went out for lunch and a coffee.
Yeah.
It was my beautiful sister's birthday yesterday. Yeah. We had a lovely evening. We had a pleasant meal. We came home. We had a nice piece of cake. That was good for their mental health.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be an expensive meal. It could be a bag of chips and a bottle of water. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be an expensive meal.
Right.
It's that quality time with yourself mostly.
Right.
And whoever is the person you're with. whether it's a significant other, a sibling, or a friend. It's about that quality time that you allow to give yourself.
Right.
Because that's what we sort of relayed earlier. People are so busy in the doing, they forget to be. We're not human doings, we're human beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be kind to yourself, to always talk with people in a positive way as well, and be kind for your own thoughts, your own belief, voice on the speaking, be able to be the best version of yourself. It's so easy when we have negative self-talk instead to focus or be kind to ourselves. So treat yourself well. And like you said, enjoy the small thing in life.
Yeah.
Invite some people around you, have a cup of tea, whatever. Do something with someone else and be kind, because you have so much resources in yourself.
Yeah.
Can be
Powerful. I love it. You know, Deon.
What is okay?
No, go ahead,
thing that's what is one thing that's free that you can give someone?
A hug.
Because hugs are free.
Yeah.
Whether you're hugging your dog, whether you're hugging your sister or brother or wife or partner or kids, hugs are free.
That's right.
My mum was big on hugging. When my mother was alive, my sister and I, my beautiful sister, Jelly Wood, we both cared for our mother in that last 2 years 5 years really, of mum's existence on this earth. And every morning I would go and give my mum a hug. We'd go, morning, son, morning, mum, a nice hug. What are you doing today? This is so funny. Mum would say, what have you got on? So pants, shirt, shoes. She meant, what am I doing today? That's what she really meant. But Mum, we had this funny banter, but this is all part of enjoying your life and communicating with your loved ones. We're not confrontating, we're conversating.
Right. Absolutely.
And if you find yourself in a relationship where you're confrontating all the time, step back and look at what's really going on.
Right.
And then when you look at the partner or loved one or someone you might even be working with, think about what's really playing out and what you're mirroring to the other person.
Right.
Because what you perceive about yourself or others is sometimes a reflection of what's inside you. And sometimes it might be something you don't want to look at.
Right.
Sometimes you need to go, okay, what's playing out here? Is that something that I'm mirroring from myself and it's being mirrored back? So if you perceive someone as angry and you're projecting that, and then all you're getting back is someone that's angry.
Right.
So what you're going to do then, all you're going to do is attract people that are angry.
That's right.
But if you're projecting compassion and understanding and forgiveness, all you're going to do is attract people that are compassionate, understanding, and forgiving.
Right.
It's seven principles, the laws of the universe. The law of attraction, like attracts like.
Right. That's right.
So if you're walking around sad, like Miriam, what else that's based on that principle?
I believe that is everything around us. Everything is connected about our mindset, what we attract, what we think of, or feelings create reality. Whatever you have in your mind is also that you see around you. So be aware of your own thoughts, your own belief, your own feelings, and do things in daily life will give you joy and happiness. Focus on what you love, what do you want in your life, because that will attract more of that into your life as well. So don't look for what you lack in your life, look for what you have in your life. See what you already have and how can you get more of that. So everything is connected by attraction. Everything is quite simple in the verse. It works like that. We get that we focus, we'll always get more of. So see what you want to have in your life and have focus on that, then also attract more of that into your life.
It's what you resist persists, and what you resist owns you. So the more you're, say, focusing on lack, the more lack you'll attract.
Right.
But the more you're focusing on anger, you're going to attract angry people. The more you're focusing on sadness, you're going to attract sad people. Like attracts like.
Right. Absolutely. I was just
it's the principles. It's like the Hermetic principles: as above, as below, as within, as without. What
Yeah.
goes up must come down.
Yeah.
It's like a rocking chair that's moving back and forth that oscillates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or a
Absolutely.
clock. Miriam, what's some other examples?
That you can, what do you mean about the attraction
The,
or
the Hebb's principles, as above, as below, as within, like an airplane that goes up must come back down again.
yeah, and you need to find what do you want to be, and that see that everything is connected. We need both part in life, both both pole in life, yin and yang if you're from China, or both different things. We need both part in life and see that everything is connected to be able to be the best person. No one is happy all the time, no one is sad all the time. We need the polarity. We need to see how you want to be and what you can learn from the journey you want.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the main principle? What's really needed in life? Is it balance, harmony?
I believe in your life and need a love in your life. I believe that is the most important part. You need to see, feel safe, belong, that you have a reason to live. You need to see that you have some position in your life to be loved and to see and to feel belonging, that you are enough and to be. We all want to have that in life.
Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. Deon and Miriam, I was thinking about our young people today. Could you say a few words to our youth, our young adults, and teenagers that are struggling a little bit as well? They don't know
Okay.
what to do.
If you're in a family that's dysfunctional,
Mm.
reach out to someone in your area, or just reach out to one of us.
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of people in the sort of 17, 18 and above that have had in dysfunctional families, whether you might have an alcoholic parent or a drug parent. Reach out to someone that you feel as though you're comfortable talking to.
Right.
If you don't have anybody in your own area that's like that, reach out to one of us. And what we're going to do over time, we're going to find professionals in different areas around the world that we can recommend to you to see, whether it's in Norway, in America, or here in Australia, or our other friend that's normally here this evening, also in the UK as well. And over time, there might be more of us added to this group. The more other people, we're going to invite different speakers in from one week to the next. Of course, we're only just initiating this. This is all about getting to the right person.
Right.
It's not about us at all. It's never going to be about us.
Right.
It's about what we can do to help people with mental illness and the solutions that are based around that. Miriam, what can you like to add to that? Miriam's internet must have frozen for a little bit.
Yeah, no problem, Deon. She'll be back in a second here.
Okay, well, I'll keep talking. As my mum said, I think you were vaccinated with a gramophone because you never shut.
Okay, yeah, she'll be back on in a minute. She must got knocked off the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
But the best, okay, Kevin, have you had mental illness in your own life?
Yeah.
Was it from childhood?
No, it was more from losing loved ones.
Was it a significant other or a parent?
Parent first.
How long ago was that?
Parent first, 2015 and 20. My dad and my mom. Yeah.
Do you still think about them regularly?
Absolutely.
And what thoughts come up when you do think about them?
All the good memories and just learning and just being around them. Yeah. Great memories.
If you turn around and focus on the negative towards them and the grief, what are you doing to yourself?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had to stop doing that. All the things I thought they did wrong. I had to stop that growing up.
Okay. So instead of being the poor me society, what did you start doing? What difference did it make in your life?
Well, I started just focusing in on the memories, the things that we did together as a family, things dad did, hanging out with my dad growing up, hanging out with mom, going shopping, things like that. I have two sisters now as well, Brother Deon, and enjoying them and growing up with them, going to church, going to picnics, visiting our other family through grandma and them. During the summer, we'd go to different parts of the East Coast and visit our family and just all the good things that happen.
Unfortunately, today, what's can happen, some families aren't that lucky.
Right, right,
Some even in adopted families, or
right.
you might be a foster child.
Yeah,
It's not always the case.
right.
Sometimes some people don't even know what joy is. They've never
That's right.
experienced it.
That's right. That's right.
So some of my clients, one in particular, they
Yeah,
can't feel anything, they can't sense anything
right.
because it's the traumatic events that have been in their life from child are
Yep.
so deep. They don't
Yeah,
even know what it feels like to be happy.
right. That's right. That's exactly right, Deon. I've seen people that can't even accept a hug or a kiss on the cheek from you. Just
I
out of a
got some examples of that, especially if they're autistic.
yeah.
They'll do that. They'll pull back and they
Right.
won't even, they're not comfortable in it.
Yeah.
Especially if they have Asperger's or if they're in the spectrum at all.
Yeah.
Because an adult with Asperger's generally focuses on one thing and one thing only, and they're hypercritical of everything because they're looking at perfection, and
hmm
that can be soul destroying.
Right.
They
Exactly.
generally focus on that one thing, and they become really good at it. How do I know that? Because my son happens to be a beautiful artist, but
Yeah.
they put this label on him as
Right.
being autistic or an
Right.
Asperger's.
Right. Yeah.
But that's a
Exactly.
bullshit. For some reason in this world, they have
Right.
this want to put a label on everything.
Right. Yep.
You're this, you're that, you're this on this label.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, stop putting labels on people. You don't need
Right.
that. For some
Right.
reason in today's society, they find it necessary. Miriam,
Right.
what are your thoughts on when people put labels on one another?
Yep. That's it. That's it. Miriam, welcome back. We've been
Thank you.
welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us again, of course. And we always love the technology, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a part.
Yeah. Love it.
So my laptop died.
Yes, that's okay. Well, Miriam, anything you want to talk to about the young adults and the teenagers? Like to say to our young adults and teenagers that are struggling in this area, and they may not even know what they're struggling with right now. Some of them.
Yeah, I believe that, like Deon had said already, it's so important to have someone around you. Talk with someone if you feel that you need inspiring, and also contact someone else. Mental health is something everyone have support in their life. We all can do something different for someone else. Just make a phone call to someone of your friends. Be there for someone else. See your friend. Make a hug. Do something for someone. Because everything you give for someone will always get back to you as well. To just do some small step in your daily life. Make a routine to be kind. Talk positive thoughts. Do positive thing for others. It brings you so much more joy back and help you to be a better version of yourself as well. So it's not so big thing you need to do in the life, but to be there for someone else.
Yeah, amen. Thank you so
And it
much.
is a normal way, that is just normal. Everyone have that in life. Everyone are depressed. No one have all the answer when you get born, like I said before earlier today.
Yes.
So.
Thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, we are talking to brother Deon Dean Adams and Miriam Wallin. They're in Australia and Norway, respectively. Deon and Miriam, I wanted to mention to everybody, we want to hear about your story. We want Dean and Miriam to hear your story. We want to hear your testimonies. We want to hear your comments, and of course, your questions for Miriam and brother Deon as well, because they are the professionals.
If anybody's out there that wants support,
Yeah.
we can actually take you we're going to actually next week, we're going to put out the Zoom link for this session, and we're going to actually able to put you in what's called a breakout room where no one can hear or see you. And Miriam and I will pick two people, and we will do a healing on each of those two people for free. And if they so wish, they can give a donation,
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to let everybody know here in Australia, there's a thing called Lifeline Australia. I'll say this slowly. The phone number is 131114. That's Lifeline Australia. That's 131114. That is the best place for help here in Australia. Lifeline 24 hours a day. There's people on the phones 24 hours. I'll repeat that number again. It's Lifeline Australia. That's 131114. I donate to that every month. That, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only real support we have here in Australia for mental health. Miriam, do you have the similar thing in Norway?
Yes, we have. I will see if I can find a number for them as well.
Okay, Kevin, can you look for the same sort of number in the US,
Yes.
please?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Yeah, I'm looking it up now, and while Miriam's looking up hers, in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is type in 988. This is for Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Mental Health America. All you have to do is type in on your phone 988. 988 is the hotline, Deon and Miriam. 988.
It's such a simple thing, but yet my partner at the time was
Yeah.
suicidal one night. I rang 4 or 5 different places,
Right.
and it wasn't really getting the answers that I need.
Right.
And as soon
Right.
as I rang Lifeline,
Yeah.
they talked to me for hours.
Yeah.
Because I was
Yeah.
falling apart. This
Yes,
trying
sir.
to support my partner. Miriam, did you find the number?
Yeah, it's 116123. 116123. And I
What's
believe,
that
like you
called?
said, it's so important to find someone and talk with someone because we can't do this by ourselves. So
So
yes.
what is the body called in Norway, please, Miriam? What's it for
Uh,
everybody to hear?
mental health care.
Okay, so it's mental health care. Miriam, please repeat the number again for everyone.
Yes, what 116123.
So everybody that's maybe listening to the replay of this,
Yeah.
we've just relayed to everyone the numbers for the best mental health support that I currently have in America, in Norway, and here in Australia. That's Australia-wide, not just in one state or the other. Does that cover both all your states in Norway and Kevin in America?
Yeah.
Miriam?
Yep. You want to hear that again?
Yeah. Miriam,
Yes.
can you please just repeat again the number for the mental health support there in Norway again, please, and the name of the body?
116123.
And here in Australia, it's called Lifeline Australia. They're open 24 hours a day, and that's 131114. I'll repeat that again, 131114. And
Thank
if
you
you're
so
not
much.
up, and if you're not up to speaking and you only want to type chat, the number for texting Lifeline is 0477 131114. I'll repeat that again. If you want to text chat Lifeline, it's 0477 131114.
Thank you so much, Brother Deon. For the United States, ladies and gentlemen, Mental Health America. For the United States, Mental Health America, all you have to do is on your phone, 988. 988 will get you right to that hotline there on Mental Health America, 988. Thank you so much, Miriam and Nigel, Brother Deon, for that as well today. Wow, incredible.
So, and we're now going to end tonight's session by a simple thank you for everybody that's listening.
Yeah.
As we progress over the next ensuing months, years, eventually mental health will be a thing of the past.
Yeah, I love it, Deon. Yes, sir.
And the thing is, you don't necessarily always need the drugs. If once the gestalt to that root cause has gotten to and the emotional attachment to the events, we're not broken. No one's broken. You don't need fixing.
Right.
You might feel broken. You might feel like you need someone to fix you.
Yeah.
But you're not. It's just releasing the emotional attachment to those events, whether it's sexual abuse, whether it's physical abuse, whether you've been stabbed, shot. Yes, it takes a while to sort of move through that.
Right.
But all those horrendous things that we've all experienced, Miriam's experienced, different things I have, you have,
Yes.
whether it's losing a loved one, whether it's sexual abuse, whether it's physical abuse.
Yep.
I did a workshop a while ago. It was about sexual abuse. And I had to draw my abuser.
Wow. Wow, Deon.
That abuser was my mother. Because sexual abuse isn't just the physical, it's also the mental. Physical, sexual abuse can actually be emotional abuse
Yeah.
because it makes you feel inadequate,
Right.
makes you feel not worthy of love.
Right.
I cried for an hour drawing my mother's face.
Wow.
But what that did for me, in crying all that emotion out, I
Yeah.
released all that emotional attachment to all that abuse.
Yeah.
It might sound simple, but try sitting down and doing it.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
One of my clients I did that with this week, and my God, what a shift. But some people aren't ready for that. You have to ease them into things.
Right.
That might be months of coaching before you get to
Right.
that point.
That's the key right there, Deon. It takes time. The system tries to rush all of that. You can't rush some of this stuff, you know?
No.
You can't do it. Yeah.
So everyone. So next week's embodiment is going to be what? Clarity.
Clarity. I love it.
Next week is going to be clarity.
Yeah.
And everybody that's listening to this, or if you're listening to a repeat, look out for Kevin. We'll post the link well in advance so people can log on and join us in the Zoom session.
Yep.
And what we'll do, we'll pick 2 people. Miriam and I will go off into what's called a breakout room, which is a safe container. No one will hear you. No one will see you.
Right.
And Miriam and I will both do a healing for someone.
Yeah. Powerful. I love it. Thank you so
And
much.
if you wish to give a donation, because this is all charity, we're
Right.
not getting a penny out of this. We're not getting 1 cent out of this because it's
Right.
not about us.
Right.
It's about the people that we're supporting with mental illness.
That's right. Yeah.
Or what's perceived as mental illness.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's powerful. Miriam, any final thoughts from your end, ma'am? Any final thoughts?
We are here for you if you want to talk with us. We're here. So don't do this by yourself. We need to have support from each other. We need to have someone we can trust and someone we can be with this path. So don't make this path by yourself. If you need to have someone, guidance.
Yeah, that's powerful right there.
Also, and really remember one thing.
Yeah.
It's not from us, it's through us.
Yes.
And the person we're working with, they're doing the work.
Yeah.
Not us. We're just coaching. We're their vehicle to get them where they want to be.
Right.
The metaphor I've used a lot lately is we're their tour guide of their museum of life. As you're releasing the emotional attachment to those events, the displays in your museum change.
Yeah.
Therefore, the whole exhibit changes. Therefore, your whole life changes in front of you. But that could take a year. One of my clients who has an acquired brain injury from the war accidents in the war, like when he dropped 300 feet. 300 feet, dead drop. But he lived.
Wow.
3 months later, he got knocked off a motorbike in Afghanistan and lost half of his head.
Wow.
But remember this. He somehow spirit came to him and his mother's beautiful thoughts.
Yeah.
Because even if someone's in a coma, you need to still keep talking to them. Because your unconscious mind is always listening.
Yes.
That's why I've started to buy these pillow speakers, and I sit under the pillow, this speaker, and I have meditations or sometimes the sounds of the ocean playing under the pillow.
Yeah.
Even when you go deep into sleep, it actually helps me sleep deeper. We're going to look in to get these to be available for people, especially and if you're someone as a family member with mental health that could really get this support,
Right.
we will, as soon as we can find these devices, and they'll be offered that and what the money comes from this will go into the charity.
Right.
And it's got nothing to do with us. Every cent apart from what it costs us to buy the product,
Right.
any profit going straight back into the charity. There's no management crap. Like some of the charities, you only get like 5 cents out of the dollar. No.
Right.
As soon as whatever it is, if it's a product we have to supply, as soon as that's been the profit above that, it's going straight back into the charity. And we're transparent. Anything, we're being totally transparent with anybody that's going to be doing any of these things. And if you're listening to this and it's something that for you, just put into the chat or direct message one of us, and then we can have a conversation and support you.
Absolutely.
But next week we're going to do an assessment and a healing for someone, and 2 people will choose from the people that come on.
Right.
But we're only asking for genuine people to come on. Because both Miriam and I are psychic, and we read people very easily.
Right.
I can spot a fake a mile away. People put up this wall. I see beyond the wall, through the wall.
Right.
Gifts are being given to both Miriam and I from spirit or the creator or whatever or your higher self, whatever you like to call it.
Yep. It's better than X-ray vision. I can tell you that better. It's better than X-ray vision.
Now, Miriam, was there any final thing that you'd like to relate to everybody tonight?
No, I just believe that it's important to see that you are so much more and the difficulty you have in your life. You're much more worth than all these things, and you can always lessen everything in life. And that it is a gift in everything, and seek support. And we are here for you, and we help you as much as we can. Right. So try to find the inner light within yourself and learn from your journey.
That is awesome. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, you've been listening to Miriam Wallin. She's up in Norway, ladies and gentlemen. This is live from Norway. Thank you so much, Miriam, for that. And we got Brother Deon Dean Adams from Australia. He's live, and they're both certified transformational coaches, guys, and they're here to help you. You know, Miriam and also Deon, I want to make sure they had your website too as well, for those who want to do their homework a little bit on them. This is their website, respectively. I'm going to give you Dean's website, guys. You can go to right now or later on, conscioushealingarts.net. That's conscioushealingarts.net. Okay, that's where you can check him out. And also you can contact him directly if you like on your time. Miriam's wonderful website, ladies and gentlemen, over for Norway is anchoroffreedom.com. anchoroffreedom.com. Once again, you can check her out as well, but also you can give her a message or request special time. If you want that special time with her, you can do that as well on her website, anchoroffreedom.com, anchoroffreedom.com, and conscioushealingarts.net, respectively. That is their websites as well. Hey guys, you're going to be getting more information about how to participate. We want you guys to come on and be a part of this wonderful global discussion with Miriam and Deon. They are qualified and here to help you. You'll be getting more information about how to share this out as we push this out on the network. I'm going to make another video actually and push this out so you guys can get the link. You can contact me for the link. We're going to do a little screening too, Deon and Miriam. We want people to contact me if they want to be a part of it, and then we'll release the link as we approve them. So
okay. And we'll invite special guests from one week to the next, whether we can get someone. It might even be a doctor or a psychiatrist or psychologist. We can even enlighten them and the way we work. And never know. We might actually strike someone who's willing to look at alternative stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And also too, Miriam and Deon, let me know what data we can pull up just for give people some idea what the problem is around the world. Some data that's
If you're here in Australia, if you go onto Lifeline, I'll just bring it up again.
Okay.
It's if they go to
Lifeline Australia has the data on it.
okay, official website.
Yeah. And Miriam, let me know when
it's lifeline.org.au.
okay. Yeah,
So
let
it's
me
lifeline.org.au here in Australia. I'll
okay.
repeat that again. It's Lifeline. It's lifeline.org.au to contact them, and all the connections are there on their website.
Fantastic.
And if you're struggling, or even if you feel suicidal,
Yeah.
reach out to them. It's important that you do so.
Right.
You know, if you know someone's close to you that sort of seems to be hiding away for some reason, or they become really quiet and non-communicative.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to say, but anyway.
Yeah.
Jump onto that here in Australia. Jump onto the Lifeline website. We've
Mhm.
now relayed to everybody the number, whether it's through text or phone call, or even through their website. Miriam?
Ja, post-mentalhälsa.no. Post-mentalhälsa.no.
We might actually better put that your musical speech. Sometimes it's hard to work out what the hell you just said.
We'll get that. Yeah, we'll get that from both of you. We'll get it either in the chat or in the email later from you, so I can post it out there. We're probably going to add it to the website so people can see it.
Yes, please do.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, I love it.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Well, wonderful.
And I just see that like a normal process in life. To grow, you have this issue in life as well. So that is a part in life, and we are here to help you. And just reach out if you need some support, and we are here, all of you.
Oh, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, we've been talking to Miriam and Brother Deon today. I want you guys to share this out. Okay, this area is global. You understand? This whole message is global, guys.
I'll tell you something I did while you were doing tonight. I've shared it everywhere.
Yeah, amen. That's right. And we want
everyone like TikTok, LinkedIn,
absolutely.
Instagram. I put it everywhere. So we need to bring this mental awareness initiative to the foreground, so that eventually mental health will be a thing of the past.
Absolutely, I love it. Yeah,
there'll be better solutions for it.
Yes, there you go. Hey, Miriam, ladies and gentlemen, Miriam mentioned it earlier. You cannot do this by yourself. You need help.
Yeah,
I believe
you need that. You can do it by yourself, but it's quite much harder because it's just the one point of view. It's much more easy to have someone else, and don't carry everything by yourself, because it's so easy to get downstairs instead to bring yourself up to see some new wrinkle. It's so important to have someone to support you and help you to.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Miriam. Yeah, we're just excited. I say, Deon, this is brilliant. And Miriam, this is brilliant. Thank you so much for your time today as well. And I'm just excited about working with you, learning from you, and just keeping it moving and helping the people. We're here to help you, ladies and gentlemen. And I always got my little card here. And people say, well, why are you doing this? The reason why we're doing it, because you matter. You matter. Everybody matters who's listening to this right now. You matter.
Everybody deserves to have happiness, regardless of who you are, even if you might feel like you're a horse's backside.
Right.
But everybody deserves happiness, regardless of what station you have in life, whether you're the CEO of a large corporation or the toilet cleaner. Everybody, whether you're blind, deaf, purple or blue, everybody deserves to have happiness in their life. Everyone.
Absolutely.
Everyone. Children, adults.
Yep. Even a baby. Even a little baby.
Everybody, regardless.
That's right. I love it.
But if you know someone that's at risk, reach out or find someone that can help them. If you're not sure, use one of the major ones that we spoke of this evening.
Yep. Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go. We want you guys to have, we'll leave you with this. I want you to have a great day today. As Miriam and Brother Deon tells us, enjoy the moment. Enjoy today. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't worry about what's coming up tomorrow. I know there's a little planning involved maybe for the next day, but you got to enjoy the moments, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, as my coach and mentor would say, hey, remember to always out love, out serve, and out forgive each other, guys. And there's nothing you can't do with the right coaches in your life as well. Miriam and Brother Deon, thank you so much for your time today as we talk about global discussion on mental health, illness, and the solutions. That's what we're talking about. I want solutions. We already know what the problem is. We want solutions. So thank you so much for your time.
There's no problem. There's always a solution.
That's exactly right.
And just reiterate once more, you're
Yes.
not broken. You don't need fixing. It's just a matter of releasing the emotional attachment to those horrific events you may have been in.
Yes, thank you so much for that. Miriam, any final words? I want to make sure we don't miss your time as well. Any final words? You good?
No, right now. So just take care of all of you. We're here for you. And, thank you for today.
Oh, thank you so much for your time. Hey, guys, don't forget to share this out. Deon mentioned it earlier. Share this out on all your social media platforms. If we help one person on the planet, that's going to be worth it, right? One person. I know we're going to help so many more, but want you guys to share this out on your networks, guys, so we can get you in touch with Nigel. And
we are the change makers.
Yeah, exactly.
Be the collective change makers that you are.
Absolutely.
Because we're stepping into new times now. Be the change makers. Spread it everywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
Invite as many people as you can to this so we can help even more people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Well, Deon and Miriam, thank you so much again for your time. We want you to have a great day as well. I'm looking forward to. I want you guys to hold on for a few seconds after I cut the feed here, but I wanted to make sure that we acknowledge you today. All right, guys, we got to go. Hey, don't forget to share this out on the platforms, and we want you to have a great day. Hey, this is Kevin Vaughan in the USA. We've got Brother Deon in Australia, and we got the wonderful Miriam up in Norway, guys. This is incredible. Thank God for Zoom, guys. We got to thank God for Zoom. That's for sure. Be able to do this as well. You saved me a lot of money. I can tell you that much. Didn't have to fly you guys in, you know. I love it. But take care, everybody. We'll see you next time on Global Discussions on Mental Health and Illness and Solutions with Deon Adams and Miriam Wallin. God bless you, everybody. Take care now.
See you.